There are 5 months left in the year, which is insane, but we're not waiting until January to reset. So whether you're struggling with burnout, with being consistent, with having discipline, definitely tune in, take some notes, grab a snack, and let's get into this video. If you guys are new here, my name is Brianna. I like to do lots of lifestyle, motivational content, self-growth inspired to help you guys become the best version of yourselves. I know I haven't posted a long form video in a while because honestly, I was kind of, I guess, burnout in a way of filming long form videos because I was doing a lot and I still am doing a lot on my other socials. So if you guys are real ones, then you already follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, which I am consistent posting every single day, and I also post YouTube shorts here. If you guys have any content requests, leave them in the comments. Make sure you guys subscribe, and let's get into it. Starting off with habit number 1, which is a no scroll morning routine and a no scroll night routine. I always like to emphasize that if you want to have a good morning routine, your night routine matters and what you do matters. So if you're somebody who's staying up till like 2 a.m. scrolling aimlessly, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, if you have time to do that, you have time to go to sleep and wake up early. I've actually started incorporating again my 5 a.m. morning routines to go to the gym, and it's honestly been just the best thing to re-implement. You're just waking up and you're scrolling right away when you can be doing better things for yourself and for your routine. Like, that's a problem. Instead of scrolling, how about implementing journaling or drinking water first thing in the morning and getting yourself ready for the day, rather than kind of wasting your time doing something that doesn't really benefit you anyways. You really have to like think about that and start building your routines that are going to actually help you and help your goals that you set for yourself in the beginning of the year. So instead of just waking up and scrolling for 30 minutes to however long you're scrolling in the morning, you can set that time to go to the gym, get movement in, go for a walk outside, sign up for a workout class. Use your time wisely. I feel like not everyone is like, it's not clocking. Like, you have to use your time wisely. At night, if you want to become a 5 a.m. morning routine person, then at night you need to be going to sleep early and definitely not scrolling on your phone. Have the self-discipline for yourself because it is very important. It's going to take you so much further if you're a little bit more strict with yourself. So no more scrolling. Habit number 2 is treating fitness as a non-negotiable appointment. I love this little like perspective shift because if you have a doctor's appointment or something important, you're not just gonna decide last minute that you're not gonna go, especially now when they have like these canceling fees. Whatever workout or workout class, you treat it as a non-negotiable. Like, you have to be there, and it's an appointment with yourself that you need to show up for. And having this mindset is going to help you so much with staying consistent, because motivation is not always going to be there and you're gonna want to cancel on yourself and cancel your appointment. But when you have that discipline of just being able to go anyway, regardless of how you're feeling, that is when things are going to progress, and that's when I feel like you're going to see the most progress with your fitness journey as a whole. So I've actually, if you guys follow me on TikTok, then you probably will see this a lot, but I've been posting a lot more of my fitness journey, a lot more of my workout routines, and I've been really loving it. And part of that reason was because, number one, I do enjoy it and I want to document like my health and my wellness because it's something that I'm passionate about. But I feel like another big part was also the location and just switching gyms. I switched to a gym that has more amenities for me that I am interested in. I take more classes now, so I've been doing reformer Pilates. I recently did a hot yoga sculpt class, so I'm just really excited to continue my fitness journey and the goals that I did set in the beginning of the year. I feel like I'm now really working towards them at a much more consistent rate. I'm excited to share more. I've already been posting on YouTube shorts, but let me know if you guys want to see long form, more of my fitness content, like a week of workouts, how I got into a full fitness journey that works for me and works for my schedule, works for my body and my goals. Then let me know in the comments. You struggle with anything else, like have a gym partner, go to workout classes with friends, sign up and make these things fun. Like, make it a little bit of a hangout. When I'm going to the gym with my boyfriend, it's kind of like a fun hangout, and I just love being in the gym. And for me, once I start feeling sore or seeing any progress, like a little bit more toning of my muscles or even my core, that actually motivates me more. But you won't get there if you're not showing up. And habit number 3 is prioritizing recovery. So let's talk about this one because I feel like this is not something that I feel like is talked about a lot. I'm going to talk about mainly 2 tools that I use for recovery. One of them being my Ultra Human ring that I got, and I love this thing. This app will tell you all the data that you need to help you with your recovery. So your caffeine window, your movement of the day, how many steps you got, how many calories you burn, your stress rhythm, your sleep score, dynamic recovery. Even it shows like your ultra age, cycle tracking, any sleep debt. It also shares your circadian rhythm. You get to see your heart rate, your cardio age, your temperature, just so many things that will help you with your recovery too, just from if you're not sleeping enough, because sleep affects everything, right? So you can check and see take little tips here. It'll even tell you like try to get rest earlier. It'll tell you the ideal time for your bedtime so that you feel good throughout the next day. And you can even do little breathing exercises to improve your recovery score. And I just love tracking everything on this. So if you're somebody who wants to track your stress too, especially, this is what you need. And another thing that I've added into my recovery has been this Bob and Brad hand massager. But as somebody who, as I mentioned, I've been really consistent in the gym, I'm weightlifting, I'm literally using my hands 24/7 with being on my phone, like glued to my phone like this, also being on my computer 24/7 typing. You wouldn't think you would need something like this. This has been amazing. So basically, when you put your hand in, you're gonna feel individual slots, and this actually is really great for anyone who suffers with carpal tunnel. So we're just gonna turn it on here. There's 3 different modes that will light up. One's green, one's red, and one's blue. And then you have the intensity levels here. You also have the heat setting here. So I love that it targets each finger individually and also the palm. I love that it's cordless. I can watch TV, watch anything on YouTube, and just sit and have this on. It's a really great gift as well if you know anybody who suffers or just like is honestly working with their hands a lot outdoors on their computer or actually suffers from carpal tunnel. This is going to make a great gift, so keep that in mind. And there is an automatic timer that will shut off, and the best part is you can do this literally anywhere. You don't need to be plugged in. Trust me, it makes a difference. Me and my boyfriend have both been doing this because he is constantly on the computer and he actually does get some like hand cramping, hand pain. We do both use this honestly because we both work from home. We both are on our computer 24/7. Thank you Bob and Brad for helping me with my daily recovery. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave it linked in my description box as well as the code that you can use to save you guys some money to not sleep on your recovery. Habit number 4 is having digital discipline, and this kind of goes back into not scrolling, right? So there's a few things that I personally like to do, which is limiting my screen time on certain apps. You can shut off certain apps. Like if you engage, let's say on TikTok, and it's been 15 minutes, something will pop up and literally tell you your time is up, time to do something else. You can set that up directly in TikTok and also on your general screen time setting of your iPhone. So you can do that for each app's usage, or just in general lock your apps. Let's say you want to have like no screen time past 8 p.m. You can also do that on your phone and just limit use for all your apps. Literally my app, there'll be like a little hourglass that pops up and it's like, nope, you're done for the day. That's a great way to have that discipline for yourself, because if you just tell yourself and like you're in the first day of trying this new habit, it's gonna be hard. Like you're gonna just pick up your phone and obviously go back to like the old habits that you've built of constantly scrolling. And I also just think it's great to have time off of social media. As somebody who works on social media, this is especially something that I feel like I'm constantly working on, and I feel like this also allows us to have space to be creative and find other hobbies outside of our phone. Habit number 5 is really fueling my body in the best way possible. I actually recently met with a dietitian. So currently my focus is high protein and also increasing my fiber intake, because I feel like my fiber intake was something that I struggled with, especially as someone with celiac disease. So I met with a dietitian and it was really great. Honestly, I got a lot of insight, a lot of great resources, from recipes to little handouts to help me with even lunch ideas, because that's another thing that I feel like I would struggle with. My focus, as I mentioned, being fully gluten-free, has been incorporating more protein in my meals, and each meal specifically starting with breakfast I feel like is so important to kickstart the day with a nice balanced meal. I'm also really trying to incorporate more vegetables too, and just overall with my diet as a whole, find foods and meals that I love and that are just gonna help my body and help my goals. I'm working out, so I want to tone my body, I want to feel strong, be healthy. So these are just some of the things that I'm personally working on. Lately I've actually been incorporating more fiber through adding gluten-free oatmeal into my meals, into my rotation, which I've been really enjoying. And I met with her through Nourish, so if you guys want to check out Nourish, I'll also leave that link down below for you guys. So I highly recommend checking them out if you guys are also kind of confused on your health and wellness journey and you kind of need help with your food that you're eating. If you have certain goals or you have certain restrictions, like I'm gluten-free, there's a dietitian out there that specializes in the things that you need. And I believe it's like 94% of patients paid $0 out of pocket, because they do accept a lot of insurances. So again, I'll leave it linked down below if you guys want to check it out. Your nutrition is very important. If you want to see goals in the gym physically, what you eat matters. And the next habit that I am for sure doubling down on, and I honestly wish I started this for years before, because I've always been into journaling. If you guys have been here, you know, you the real ones know, 5-minute journal, your daily gratitude, your intentions for the day, those things are all important and something that I still love. But another thing that I've been doing specifically to start off 2025, so I'm really happy that I've been really consistent with it, is journaling about good things that are happening in my life on a daily basis. And this is also just a great way to keep yourself accountable, not only with this habit, but keep yourself accountable with a lot of the goals that you have for yourself, because at the end of the day, you decide what you're doing, right? You can choose what you're doing, the actions that you're taking. Like, are you taking actions to meet the goals that you have, right? Every single day I am writing down something good that has happened or something good that's maybe coming up, and it's a great way to reflect and see what is actually happening and realize that a lot of the things that you set out for yourself, or a lot of the things that you said you wanted to do, are coming true. And it's been really nice. So I highly recommend creating a good things are always happening to me list and jot something down every single day. It could be multiple things. Sometimes I have multiple things going on and I'm just like bam, typing, and it's honestly just a nice positive habit to get into. I honestly wish I started sooner. The next habit is building micro confidence daily, and I really like this quote that I saw that says, confidence is built every time you keep a promise to yourself. And this goes for like just so many things. It doesn't have to be like confident based on like how you look on the outside. It can be small little micro wins that helps build your confidence. Finishing a whole workout, going to a new workout class and getting through the whole thing, choosing to make yourself a home cooked meal even though you've been wanting to eat out that day, or making your own coffee at home versus going outside to get one. If you said you wanted to get yourself ready every single day, put on a nice outfit, or follow like a Pinterest outfit board that you have, keep the promises that you set to yourself. That is going to help build the confidence over time. And yeah, sometimes you have to fake it till you make it, but also having that self-trust is going to be everything. The next habit is sticking to monthly reset routines, and you can do this by analyzing the list that I said before of like the good things are happening, but also on a deeper level. So for example, as a content creator myself, I'm always analyzing my month of, did I hit the goals that I set for that month? And it honestly helps so much. Did I work out X amount of times a week like I said I wanted to? When you visually see everything at a month's glance, I feel like it's so much easier to set up action goals for how you can improve for the next month, because it's important to realize that yeah, we set these big yearly goals, but those yearly goals should be broken down either month by month or quarter by quarter, so that you have something to actually track. This can go for budgeting, where your money is going for the month, and obviously just like a whole reset of maybe your apartment, maybe you just do a full reset routine. I think resets are really, really important, because this is how we analyze and this is how we also grow in multiple areas of our life. The next habit that has honestly changed my life in so many ways is setting up systems for myself for multiple things. And from a business standpoint, it's been the most helpful because I track everything. You know, I'm a content creator, entrepreneur. I set myself up to treat this like a business because that's what it is. And if you guys have more questions on exactly the specifics of how I do this, let me know. When I'm uploading content or organizing my ideas and things like that, I'm having it all in an organized place. I'm not just in my head doing everything. I have it all built out with automations, using AI. There's just so many things and so many tools out there that has helped me to really set up the systems that help me with my workflow, from my calendar to the ideas that I have to when I'm getting paid from brands, and also in other areas too, tracking my workouts. What am I working out today? How many sets am I doing? Just keeping track of everything. So that works really well for my day-to-day life, so that I can stay consistent, stay on track, and reach my goals. So if you're somebody who's disorganized and kind of just goes with the flow, you need systems in your life to help you just move in a better way. And trust me, it's going to help you tremendously with saving time as well, and also not burning out. And the last habit is surrounding myself with elevated energy from people who are driven, motivated. Like my boyfriend, for example, like he motivates me so much, and honestly, it's inspiring to have somebody who's constantly driven and like wants to do more and just keep growing. And also surrounding yourself with friends, family who support you and also have that drive is really important, because it's going to play a role on how you are too. And also from people you watch on social media, follow people that can teach you something, provide value to your life, motivate you. And always remember that you do not need a new year to become a new version of yourself. You still have time left of the year, and I'm not trying to rush the year at all, but you need to get your ass up and, you know, start working towards the goals that you set for yourself and start moving with intention. Let me know which one of these habits you're going to be focusing on before 2025 ends. Don't forget to like the video, comment, and check out Bob and Brad. It'll be in the description box. And of course, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Toodles!